Welcome to the Mac Bunker.
I'm M.
I'm K.
What?
Wait, what?
Haha! It was me all along. I am A.
We thought he was Kokashi.
But I'm not this time.
I'm M.
I'm A.
I'm C. And today we'll be talking about High School of the Dead. Start off, we're going to talk about some new anime coming up, which is really interesting. Because one of them is a manga which I was reading for a while, like a couple of months ago. I kind of stopped for a period because I forgot all about it. But yeah, it's called Seven Deadly Sins. It's an amazing manga, but since it's bringing it into like a new anime, which will be released in October, if I remember right, it will be amazing, and I know you guys will enjoy it because I know I will. And I'm sure these guys will watch it.
One of the ones I'm looking forward to is Or Twin Town, the Narimu. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not 100% sure, but it's one of my kind of animes. I like romance animes. It gets me here. All the feels. I'm kind of softy, but I'm looking forward to that one because it looks like it can be a good love story. I know nothing about it, but when I saw it was a love anime, I was like, I could enjoy that.
There's another one.
Which one's another one?
Another Gundam series.
Another goddamn Gundam!
Goddamn Gundam!
Not again.
There's another one. There's a brand new series. I have no idea as of yet, but I'm presuming it's another October release date.
Yeah.
Because that seems to be what's happening.
It's the beginning of the autumn season, isn't it?
Well, if it's the one you
I
showed,
suppose so. Yeah.
if it's the one we looked at earlier, it was Gundam builds a fighter try or something, which had a really
Gundam Bill Fighter Try.
Yeah, it was like
Gundam tried to build a mecha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put links to all of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can check them out.
And the general opinion in the bunker is
Not another goddamn Gundam.
Not another goddamn Gundam because we're not fans. I think that's one thing.
And actually, when we get to merchandise, I'm going to put down a damn t-shirt. Not another goddamn Gundam.
Not another goddamn Gundam. That'd be fantastic.
I have it tattooed on my forehead. Yeah. Gundam!
There's too many Gundams, and they're just not really. Well, I guess they're supposed to be connected in any kind of way, but it's just like, oh god, it's boring me again.
I think it's kind. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the Gundam series are kind of like
played.
Yes.
Yes.
It's done.
Yes.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Let it die.
Yeah. Same as Hack.
Gundam.
That hack was good though.
It was good when it started, but then it just got.
But again, too many series.
Too many. Same with Love in it.
It was different stories though.
Different stories, but it's all the same damn kind of like line.
Yeah.
It's all like the first one. I loved the first Love Hate. And I know there's a lot of fandom out there for Love Hate. Don't hate me. I'm only one guy.
He's one of the main fandoms.
Yeah, he's like the fan club president.
I like to cry, man. Okay.
Clearly, you like romance animes.
Yeah, it's great. I love drama.
Cool.
It's better than seeing someone get stabbed in the eye like 50 times. Called Spy.
I hate that.
But is it better than
Wizard's Fear
throwing magic at each other? No, it's not, because that is the best one.
Or throwing little tiny monsters to do your bidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monsters that come out.
But now we're going to move on to the main area.
High School of the Dead. If not many people, if you don't know it very well,
Where you been?
where have you been?
Seriously.
It's got boobs.
Zombies.
And guns.
It's got all that.
It's yeah.
Scantily clad, awesome. Right now, before we start talking about High School of the Dead, there will be an age restriction on this episode because it is a bit naughty.
Yes. High School of the Dead is.
So if you're under 18, get the fudge out. And if you don't get the fudge out, brave man or brave girl.
There's a lot of like,
I mean, messed up right now.
There is bits of nudity in it, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
There's
quite a lot.
There's a lot of like flashing and stuff like that into it.
Lots of underwear.
There's
what they like to call the panty shots. There's absolute crap.
There's
bit of lesbian love in the shower as well.
There's the naked apron thing.
But
That's great. I don't want to seem like we don't want to seem like pervs.
No,
because it's
no.
cartoons. We know it's cartoons, but it's
No,
still
no.
awesome to look.
I'm still in denial.
And it,
I'm not.
It loves their head down.
it's described in kind of on anime streaming sites where it's just like got the kind of categories shonen, supernatural, mech or whatever.
Yeah.
It's actually got ecchi in there.
Mhm.
It actually does have ecchi in there, which for those of you unfamiliar with the term is basically softcore porn.
Yeah. It's stuff like the thing with spanning things and ecchi is it puts it in place with ones like Kiss Exis and stuff like that, which I recommend to no one. Do not watch it. It is messed up.
It is horrific.
2 episodes and I stopped.
I've not
I'm surprised I even got through 2. Seriously, it's messed up.
Yeah.
It's something that I never want to see again. And then they made a movie and OVA versions of it as well. I was like, oh, if that was bad, God knows what the
it's
OVA is.
too much.
Too much for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like forget what it's called. It's got 2 parts to the title. The second part is Total Eclipse.
I have no idea.
Oh, I know about. Yeah. I can't recall.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the second part. Someone comment on the thing saying what the first part of the title is, but that's the same because that's basically girls in like skin tight jumpsuits.
Yeah,
who
just
kind
called
of-
Total Eclipse 9.
No, I think it's got another bit of a name.
Uh-huh.
But their flight suits are just like skin tight. And
Yeah.
There's a certain what some video gamers
Well,
call
there's-
jiggle factor.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jiggle back to High School of the Dead. We're talking about food, but back to High School of the Dead, there is a lot of jiggle factor.
there is, and it's used
But it's so
fantastically.
such and like there's gonna be a surprise at the end of this video. We will put that one out there. This was a shock to all of us.
It was.
But this is probably one of my most favourite animes.
It's in my top 5.
It's in my top 5 too, easy.
Yeah, same. It is already amazing.
Give us a second season!
Give us a second season.
So with all these rumours saying that it was coming out like last year in spring, then
No, it's October this year
Yeah.
apparently,
Yeah.
but there's no word about it
it's no
whatsoever.
official
Just
thing.
tell us when it's coming out. Get us to have fun with it. And that is it.
It's like
That is it.
this anime is amazing. Cause you got like this I don't know nerdy little chubby kid who like nobody really likes. I'm guessing, but then all of a sudden when it comes to zombie apocalypse,
He's a badass.
it's a good
He
experience.
literally walked. He was sitting there thinking with this girl who he does like, but she doesn't like him because she's this smart, intelligent, know-it-all, rich kid that thinks that all this shouldn't be happening to her. And they're sitting in this thing, and zombies start trying to get in. And so what does he do? He
grabs a nail gun.
He grabs a nail gun, attaches a ruler and a better trigger, and just starts plowing them down.
Yeah, and he puts a rubber on it for the marker.
Yeah.
See,
Oh, he does as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he puts a rubber on so he can see exactly where the line is and everything. And it turns out he's literally one of the best shooters out of the lot.
Yeah,
Then you got the main character whose favourite weapon just so happens to be a baseball bat.
yeah.
You gotta love a baseball bat.
God, not a baseball
It's
bat.
brilliant.
Got
I
a-
feel sorry for him a lot though because you got some girl he grew up with. He was in love with and stuff like that. Instead, she goes out with I think it was his best
His
mate.
best
Yeah,
friend.
this was
Yeah,
his best
and
friend,
then-
wasn't it?
Well, he ends up his best mate ends up dying, and then
Yeah, he
Gets
gets
turned into a zombie in the first episode.
He gets bitten about 10 minutes into the first
Yeah.
episode.
and then like later on, like she starts like being all like
Moneying him.
yeah, and she ends up throwing herself towards him, and he's like. At that point, he's not really that caring about it anymore.
Because he's kind of going to
I was
survive a
thinking,
zombie apocalypse.
bitch, get away.
Yeah. The thing is with me and High School of the Dead, it's survival horror. It's kind of
But it's proper gritty.
it's high school Resident Evil.
Yeah.
It's really really fantastic.
It's like
as a massive fan of like the genre of the zombie genre on like a wide scale, I think I kind of saw the idea of it, and even before the boobs is a bonus as far as I'm concerned.
Like one of my favorite shots is when she's got the gun on her and she can't get it off. And she's got to throw it to him, and then instead of throwing it, he just grabs it and starts shooting off her chest.
Shooting
And you just
through
see a boob doing
you just
this.
see a lot of that happen.
It's great.
It's like there's also like some weird part in it which I don't know. It's kind of like really of a mindful counter. Because you got the samurai girl who's like awesome, everybody loves her. And then,
One of my favorite anime characters.
and you
Just
see it,
all over the shop.
you see a bit of a past, and it's like
Messed up.
it's
Yeah,
messed
it's
up
really
because
messed up.
she almost got like raped at one point. And instead of like it being like a scary thing for her, it was like a trigger for her to fight back and be all aggressive and stuff, and she loved it. She loved
She loved the violence of it.
Yeah.
And there's a whole.
It becomes a fetish, doesn't it?
yeah.
She loves the violence.
Yeah.
It gets her off.
There's a part in a temple where she's just kind of she accepts that this is who she is, and she just kind of goes.
We're not gonna say what she actually said.
And there's
Watch it.
There's a particular word that's mentioned.
There may be kids watching.
Yeah.
Yes, and you will know it when you hear it, and it's fantastic. And she's one of my favorite like anime characters because there's so much to her.
Near a perv.
A little bit of that too.
But she gets naked quite a few times, and then she throws herself at the main character. The only one who doesn't throw herself at the main character is the teacher.
No, she's a nurse.
Nurse.
Well, the nurse doesn't
I
throw.
was going to say we almost forgot about her
I didn't forget
because
about
she's one of the main.
I did not forget.
Yeah, but the thing is, for the main character, I'd say go for the samurai chick. The rich kid, she's like all thinks she's better than anyone.
But she wants him as well.
Yeah, she does.
They all want this main character, but to be fair, he doesn't really want anyone. He just wants to get out of there.
But to be honest, he at one
He
point
does want the pink-haired girl.
No, not pink hair, because pink hair is the rich girl.
It's Ginger.
Also,
Yeah.
just her.
I will say one thing. There's one thing I've noticed about all anime. If they got ginger hair, they got big boobs.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a running gag.
Just for one.
Apart from her, the other obvious one is Orihime from Bleach.
Yes.
Ginger with big
Well,
boobs.
there's two in Bleach. Which got big boobs. There's Orihime, and there's one who's with that little kid who's got the power of ice. Thing.
Yeah, but she's blonde.
No, she's ginger.
But anyway,
Back to High School of the Dead.
There's good parts and bad parts in High School of the Dead. The bad parts
The bad part
are
is that
bad
there's no
because
goddamn
you
second
don't
season.
want them to happen. That literally is it. It's amazing. Like they have a point where they actually get to the stronghold and they decide to leave the stronghold because they don't want to be told what to do by the adults who don't know what the hell they're doing. Which is so brave of the kids.
Yeah, the adults are there and they're just like thinking, if you're gonna stay here, you're going to like obey like our rules and our laws that we're setting out. And they're just like, hang on, we've been like surviving for weeks and days and weeks without any kind of real help from adults.
Yeah.
So we don't need you. So we're gonna go.
Yeah. But you can't forget one important thing though. It does get overrun at one point.
That's just before they leave.
Yeah, that is as they're trying.
I don't
as
think
they're
it's
trying to
because
leave.
Because the people,
that's the reason why
people inside the camp, inside the thingy, don't even think it's real.
Yeah.
They think it's all fake, and I don't get that.
I don't get how anyone would think.
Because then what it is one of the husbands come out, and he's been bit. And his wife just goes up to him like, "Oh, you're okay, you'll get better, and he just bites the crap out of her. And then next thing they're all over running.
But the reason why they came to there is because of what's good, wasn't it? The other teacher who was a complete ass, he thought he could be like, I don't know, some sex god or something.
They ripped it apart, man.
The proper pervy teacher.
Yeah, he came up and
it kind of looks like
he would sacrifice whoever he wanted.
Yugato from Blue Exorcist. If you look at him, he's pretty much a spit. Yeah. He's even got a mole and everything. He ain't got three, but he's got one. But he's got glasses and short hair. Yeah. Well, you all know anime. Sometimes characters kind of look alike.
Yeah. There's a lot.
But
I like the integration of Japanese culture into kind of the zombie genre as well, because you've got
because we always know what's happened in America and England and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like 28 Days Later and stuff like that. For that,
you've got the Japanese perspective there, but you've also got the typical. You've got kind of like
that one.
you've kind of like got the gun nut and the baseball bat.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you look at the two girls, one of them's from the fencing club,
and one of them's good with the bow staff,
and the other one's in the spear club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So she takes kind of like the broken clothing rail or something and turns it into kind of like a makeshift spear, and she starts fighting with that.
Yeah.
And you're just like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But samurai chick, Suiko. Yeah. She's shit. Mate.
Yeah. It was better. The whole anime is good, and I really can't fault it. So we're gonna move on to the weird eyes.
Weird eyes.
Your opinion?
My opinion, and this is the first time and probably the last time I'll ever do this unless something amazing comes out. Actually, no, I have got another one of these, but we'll get to that one. We'll get to that one. This anime gets 5 weird eyes. 5. Count them.
Count them. That's 5.
5. 1 because it's just amazing. Literally, I have nothing to fault this anime. The story is great. The animation is brutal and amazing, and it's just a really good watch.
This is hard to believe you, and it's just
It
actually
really
hurts.
is. Like this, like I'm not a big fan of the Shogun anime, like where it's all blood, violence, and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a romantic person. I do like the romantic anime, but with this one, I just love the brutality of it. It was great. I loved it.
How about you?
Well, dum dum dum. I'm actually going to give it 5 weird eyes.
Damn.
Count them again. 5. Because just because it is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's brutal and it's fast paced and it's full of action and there's a hot samurai chick in it. And the survival horror genre is very close to me personally. There's not a kind of existence within like the.
Have you survived
but-
the zombie apocalypse or something? Because how the hell can it be
He's lived
personal?
No,
He lived it.
I lived. No, it's
Paranormal A.
it's personal because the first computer game I completed ever can remember completing was Resident Evil 2.
Fair enough, man. I got halfway through and ran away.
Yeah, it's the first computer game I ever completed. It's the first one I played that involved a memory card. I'm pretty sure as well.
I hate zombies though. That's why this one's a big one for me. I can't stand zombies. Chris will tell you. I have a proper phobia of zombies.
Yeah.
But for some
Okay.
reason, I could watch this perfectly. It's great.
I love the genre. I'm a massive fan of it, and it's just and then you. 5.
So 2-5 so far, guys. Remember that.
2 5s, which is going to be hard to beat then. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, guys. I'm sorry to say. It has to be a 5.
Bam! You see that?
Look!
You
Look
see that?
at this!
You
Look
see
what's
that?
happening right now in the bunker.
Bing, 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 bing. That is
That
5
is
fucking weird
5.
eyes.
That's
I am
5 weird
swearing
eyes.
on that one. I don't care. That is 5 weird eyes. We
That is
actually
5.
promised we'd never give anything 5, but
But-
we couldn't help it
but
with this
with-
one.
This is a
But
hard
with
one.
this, we didn't know it was going to happen because like how could we? Because we were just kind of just like, oh, what we're going to give it? What we're going to give it? Honestly, we're just like, you know what, 5.
5?
Because it doesn't deserve any less.
No.
Because that's how.
Do you like it, see?
Right. Ooh, where should I start? One, I'm a big perv, so yeah, I enjoyed the boobs and
Really
things
is.
flopping everywhere. I can't say that's wrong. I enjoyed.
At least you admit it.
We're so sexist in this video. It's unbelievable. Carry on.
Yeah, I enjoyed like the guns and stuff. Like, it was using technology and stuff like things that come across. Like they had some buggy thing which could go into water as well as onto land. And it's like, what the hell? How come we don't have that like roaming gas?
But
streams and
that's-
stuff?
That's what
You don't
that's
see it
what
very
fights are
commonly.
about.
How they saw it.
It's like canals over here. They have really large rivers running from pretty much every town.
Yeah.
Where here we have like tiny canals.
Yeah, it was. Would I like it?
I'll buy you one.
Very well.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I can't wait. Because I'll be riding it all the way through Japan. But yeah,
Why would I buy it in Japan?
that's not wrong.
Because that's where we're moving, clearly.
Yeah.
I'm moving there.
Why not?
I
I like it here.
speak English. And I don't want to have trouble, no offense, I don't want to have trouble going to buy my shopping.
True. Okay.
Yeah. Also,
And I'm stupid, so.
army kid, the army guy in it, the army kid, he was funny as hell.
Mm.
As well as, I hate to say this now because you guys will probably like hit me for it. I did see a while ago there was a AMV for it, and it was called Brainless Story, if I remember right. And it was the most funniest AMV I've ever seen, and especially mixing with this brilliant anime as well. It's just so funny.
Fair enough. Well,
Yeah.
I think we're going to call it a day because, like I said, we had 5 on that one.
Undisputed.
Seriously,
5 weird eyes.
5 weird eyes. We can't really say any more than that. I've been M.
I've been A.
I've been C.
And tune in next time.
Yeah.
See you then.
See you later, guys.
Like, subscribe!